Ladies and gentlemen, this is a momentous occasion. Welcome to the Hold My Spot podcast. This is Matt, your solo host for the last, 4 episodes or so?
Solo? I mean, this is your podcast.
It is now my podcast. I have taken the reins. I am in control. But I'm here to welcome back, after a long hiatus, Ethan. He's here to share his perspective on the show tonight.
Hey.
You should probably reintroduce yourself. I mean, everybody's forgotten who you are.
What's up? I'm Ethan. I'm happy to thank you. Thank you for letting me be a guest.
You're welcome for the guest slot. You had to work really hard for this, too.
Yeah, I know. I've been texting you.
Yeah. I've been ghosting him. I won't let him on. He knows none of the passwords for anything, so he couldn't upload his own content.
Locked out without the key.
Yeah.
No idea where it is.
Yeah.
Well, how funny for us to run into this concert at the same time. We're both there.
Yeah, I know. It was like it was not planned or anything.
I'm trying to avoid you, and then I run into the one place in Cleveland where you are.
Yeah. Who would have thought I'd be at a concert? Anyway, we're here to tell you about the show we saw tonight.
Yeah, we saw a few different bands at the House of Blues in Cleveland.
Yep.
The headline act was Gaslight, Anthem.
Yeah.
And then opening for them was
Donovan Woods. And
Catbite.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of going in descending order.
Yeah, I went all over.
Yeah, they made us do that in one of the. Well, they told people to do it. I didn't do it, but
you refused.
I'm not a dancer. I'm not gonna do what you tell me to do from the stage. It's just not.
Well, is doing a cat scratch. Is that even dancing? Because all she really asked us to do was.
I know, but I don't want to do any of that. I just want to. I just want to sit there.
Doesn't play ball.
I don't. The guy, the singer or the band or whoever is like, raise your hands. No, I don't want to.
Hey,
I want to stand there peacefully with my beer in my hand and watch the act.
You sound pretty militant right now, if you ask me.
Yeah, maybe
nothing peaceful about this. The ultimate rebel over here.
That's right.
So
I'm just there, stiff as a board.
Not scratching anybody.
I don't move my head. I don't divert my gaze. I am just like intent, burning a hole.
I'm not even certain if he breathed the
I
entire
didn't.
time.
I didn't.
So
I don't.
Catbite was the first set, and then Donovan Woods was the second one.
Correct.
Which was way contrast.
A lot of diverse
between all three acts, really. Because Catbite was, as you told me, this reggaeton.
Well, they describe themselves as third wave ska.
They call themselves ska punk.
Which I don't.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah, in a way.
Band?
I think that they are, adjacent to ska, but I would say they're more reggae.
Just don't call it ska punk, all right? And that's what there's a lot of weird designations going on tonight. Because apparently, Gaslight Anthem is a punk band. At least self-proclaimed, but then again, we're self-proclaimed punk, so I guess it's all in the same vein, right?
Yeah, I don't know what aspect of punk they are.
Yeah, we were breaking this down on the way out. It's like, okay,
the look potentially.
There's some tattoos.
The tattoos, the black t-shirts,
I see construction workers with tattoos. I don't say, look at those punk construction workers over there.
But I think maybe it's more of a mentality. Maybe if I knew Brian Fallon, I'd be like, he's
Brian, you make all this commercially very viable music.
Yeah,
you're so punk.
But I would say it's more Heartland rock, very, very Heartland rock, very, maybe even more, I guess I would say that that's what they are. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can come up with several designations for a band, and I mean, they're rock and roll. I mean, they are your classic rock and roll band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you were to break down the drumming of the band, it's not in the traditional punk mold, which is typically very syncopated and very high tempos, like a lot of double time going on. You don't have that. The chord progressions are very accessible.
Yeah.
They're the same chord progressions you hear in all the songs that are beloved in the annals of American history and like of rock and roll. I just don't see it. And it's not really reflected in their ethos either, unless I'm missing something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess
maybe. And it's not a slam on them. I mean,
it's just confusing.
Yeah, I just don't necessarily agree.
Yeah, like because
the gravelly voice. I mean, I wouldn't like call that a punk rock like way of singing either.
Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with being branded as something else other than punk. It's just I don't know.
I mean, I think that like maybe personally he wants to be a punk, and like that's fine. He was telling stories from stage about the phase he went through, shaving his head and having a mohawk and hanging out with the punk rock crowd,
getting punched in the face.
Yeah. But that didn't. I mean, that doesn't translate to what is presented on stage or even on their albums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not that I've ever heard. But
yeah.
Anyways, like, do you want to? Well, do we?
Yeah. So now we're a little off track already.
We had to address it.
Yeah.
It was the elephant.
It was the thing that we were.
It was the
discussing
punk rock
the most
elephant
on the ride home.
in the room. We couldn't get away from it.
Well, let's backtrack. Let's go to Catbite. Well, we did sort of talk about them already at this point.
The reggaeton.
Yeah.
The reggaeton.
The
reggaeton.
And ska-ish.
Yeah.
And cool. Like I really like their stage presence. The singer, she was dancing on the stage and it fit, the type of music, and everybody was really engaged and energetic, which was cool. Again, like I've talked about this on a couple other episodes, just because it's not my style of music doesn't mean I didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. But it's not that they're not good. They're a good band. They have good sound. They have good stage presence. If you like that type of music, you would totally like Catbite. Our friend that was at the show with us, he really likes Catbite, and that's super cool. Just it's not for me.
They totally nailed what they were going for.
Yeah.
I think it's not in neither of our wheelhouses.
Right.
The vibe they were going for, the sonic vibe. But yeah, the stage presence was super impressive. They were actually probably maybe the most lively of the night when you think about it.
Yeah, I would
in terms
say
of
so.
just creating movement on the stage.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I like some ska music. I like Real Big Fish. I like the number, maybe I guess it'd be first wave. When I worked with a band, we opened for Big Head Todd. I forget the name of the band now.
Looking at the wrong guy.
Yeah, but they opened for a ska band once, and it was a good show, and I liked some of the music, and it's gonna bother me who that band is now. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I hope you don't sleep tonight.
I probably won't. So yeah, it wasn't for us, but good band. Like if you like that kind of music, or if they're opening for another band, or if they're in town and you want to go to a show, I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
So then moving on to Donovan Woods.
Hilarious.
The dude he should have a comedy album.
He really should.
Again, not my type of music. Total folk. Americana.
Just guy with a guitar,
Yeah, it's just
big hefty guy with a guitar. If you like any hefty guy with a guitar music, this could be for you.
Yeah, that has funny jokes and funny stories.
Yeah, I loved everything he said. Like he comes out, he's got this very low register, very deadpan delivery. He's like, let's not stress out. I'm gonna play some songs, nothing to get stressed out about. And then he'd start playing, and he'd come back to the mic and just keep belaboring the point that we shouldn't be stressed. But he was stressing out the crowd further by telling us we
I'm
shouldn't
stressed
be
when you tell me not to be stressed.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun. I think he kind of acknowledged at times how much there was really almost no connection between what he was saying and what he was riffing with, and then what his songs were about. like thematically, it was such a contrast because they were like very, how do you say, as ironic as he was being, his music didn't have a hint of irony.
No, his music
it was very earnest,
serious.
very earnest music.
Yeah, but he is not, I think, at least in his stage presence, very earnest delivery.
Yeah.
Like he, and I think he also realized that maybe the people there for the Gaslight Anthem weren't really there to see a folk singer.
Yeah.
And, but the crowd I thought was into it, especially like the stories and everything between, between songs. So
it was almost like the songs were the riffing, and then we were waiting for him to talk again.
Yeah.
And it's not even to say the songs were bad. I think I actually will.
No, the songs were good.
I will be digging into the songs. I think they would be like good on a walk, maybe while working, just having on the background music.
Totally.
And we found out he's got quite a following.
Yeah.
Nearly a million.
Almost a million
monthly
listeners a month, on Spotify.
I get it. Like, I see a lot of that music being successful. Like it's not so far removed from the world of a Zach Bryan, who is on top of the world right now, and he's got very just guy with a guitar vibes with a little bit more pizzazz to it. But yeah, no, that was a fun set.
Yeah,
but then the wait began.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what was going on. I mean, I know that the bands, they unload in the morning and afternoon, do their sound check, and then go about their day.
I was mourning the loss of my night. Oh my gosh.
But between Donovan Woods and the Gaslight Anthem, it was at least 45 minutes, maybe even a full-on hour that we waited.
It's Tuesday night, and we are...
currently it's 12:15 while we're running this podcast.
We are corporate hacks. We are dripping.
I gotta be at work tomorrow.
We are dripping with calendar invites and and draft emails in our Outlook inbox.
And I'm coming off of a late night on Sunday. I saw Death Cab and the Postal Service reunion tour.
Yeah, you're
but I drove 2.5-3 hours home. I got home at 2 a.m. on Sunday night and then had to roll into work. So I'm already starting here. And then that hour of waiting is going to make me like down here tomorrow morning when I wake up. Like I'm just going to be miserable.
You're going to be just a piece of trash.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I already am, but
I'm feeling
a worse piece of trash. Really.
I'll be right there. Just an absolute trash heap because they made us wait too long.
Yeah. I mean, and there were other people in the crowd around us, or they were like, we all kind of had the same realization at the same time. It was like, are they ever going to go on? And I started like saying to people like loud enough, hopefully for somebody else to hear, like, I think they canceled the show. I don't think they're coming out. And nobody was reacting, but it would have been funny if they did.
There was a moment during the wait where I think you looked at me, you're like, kind of like half serious, like, do you want to just go?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, like, what are you talking about? We came here because you wanted to be here. Yeah. And then you were like,
I came because I thought you wanted to see the show.
Classic mix-up.
And not that I didn't want to see the show. Like I saw them in, which I haven't mentioned yet. I saw them in 2016. I think that was a solo Brian Fallon show, but they did play quite a few Gaslight Anthem songs. And I went to that show knowing nothing. I was dating this girl at the time, and she was totally into them. Loved their sound, loved their music. And I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll go, whatever, I'll check it out. I was at the Beachland Ballroom. And it was one of those shows where I went to it with zero expectations, and I was just blown away. And I'm like, yeah, these guys are great. And I started listening to them a lot more. And now fast forward, this is the first time they've toured since 2016. Excuse me. And, it was going to be a hard to miss show. So, kind of half joking again about, I thought you wanted to go. No, I thought you wanted to go. Like, I did want to go.
There we go. I knew I was a hero.
But I knew
I was doing right by my friend Matt.
Yeah, right. But I honestly thought that you were like really interested in going.
Mild.
Yeah.
Mild. I loved Brian Fallon's solo album from, I want to say, 2018. Loved it. I listened to that nonstop. And a lot of the Gaslight stuff, there's similarities. Like their calm down songs are very similar. And they're playing my chords, bro.
Yeah.
They're playing my chords.
Totally.
I think I can say, like, as much as Catbite, like a big problem there, not with them, but with me, is that I just like
the problem is you, Ethan.
It is. I just like...
It's not the bands,
it's
you.
And I'm a dog and a cat guy. I don't see why people draw lines with that. But they didn't play my chords, and, and I'm not saying that chords are the only thing. Chord progressions are, like, the determining factor for me liking a song, but they're a big part.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and say they're not a big part.
Yeah.
They're a big part, and Gaslight plays my chords. So they were worth the wait, even though there was a moment where I was half serious, considering taking up Matt on his half serious offer, which at least would add up to like 25% serious between both of us.
Yeah, that's true.
Walking
Not serious
out
enough to actually leave.
But, no, we needed a majority vote.
Accumulating.
Yeah.
But the show was good. I mean, they came out, they spit fire right away. They played a couple hits, and what I think I appreciated the most, and this, it seems like in our current era of live shows, not many bands interact very much with the crowd other than, hey Cleveland, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. And then they move on, okay, here's another song. And that's it. Like, that's all we hardly ever get.
Yeah.
But Brian was interacting with the crowd. He was talking to people. They even took a request. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
They had somebody in the crowd held up a sign, and he like looked at the other people, his bandmates.
Can you play that?
Can
you play that?
And yeah, he's like, "Can you play that? Yeah. Can you play that? Yeah. Can you play that? I don't know. I think so." And then they played the song.
One of the guys was like, "Yeah."
Like,
I hate that song, but yeah.
But yeah, I can play it. Son of a bitch. But no, that was really cool. And then they kept talking about stuff going on with him, and he was talking to
there's a kid in the crowd.
Yeah, kid in the crowd, and his dad and everything. So it was a lot of fun. Like, I appreciate that when it seems like the band is comfortable enough with what they're doing. They don't need to just like zip through things. They're not there just to collect a paycheck. They actually, to me, that shows that they care about the crowd and their fans. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter if it's in lowly Cleveland, Ohio, or if it's in New York City or their hometown in New Jersey. Like, they're gonna play the same way. It doesn't matter where they're at, and I totally appreciate that. And it's not that it's just different than the bands that get up there and it's like they rehearsed it one way. It's completely polished. They have all their segues pre-recorded on a backing track. So it's just song after song after song. That's fine too. But personally, I like the unpredictability of rock and roll. And I think that part of that is interacting with the crowd.
Yeah.
So I totally appreciated that tonight.
That was
a major highlight.
Part of why we go, right?
Yeah.
To see and hear something that is unique to that night and that place.
Yeah.
It only happens once.
Yeah.
Things that happen there, maybe similar things will happen in other towns, and he's got bits that carry over, but there were certain things that happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
we actually
there were certain,
go for the fist fights.
Yeah, there were certain things we saw that don't happen much at the concerts we go to. Yeah. There was a fist fight.
There was a fist fight.
Within minutes.
Yeah.
of the Gaslight.
In the first two songs, there was a fist fight.
Yeah.
Somebody's girlfriend was not appreciating being bumped into by fans at the rail of the concert. Like, hey, if you're gonna stand there, you're gonna get bumped into. You're gonna get your beer karate chopped out of your hand.
Yeah.
It's just how shit goes.
I'll say this though. We didn't think there'd be a pit.
No, I did not think there was gonna be a pit.
And I don't think we were alone in that prediction.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were surprised.
Yeah, middle-aged elder people there that were not expecting.
There were 70-year-olds and 7-year-olds.
Yeah, there were. Yeah.
It was
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good distribution, you know.
I was happily surprised by that.
Like everyone was represented.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a ton of 20-something-year-olds, but also a ton of 50-something-year-olds.
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty cool, which is why maybe that's where our theory on maybe like why a fight starts is something like that. There's like two worlds in the crowd.
One old dude got ejected.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was probably 60.
Well, there's like two worlds in the crowd. There's the people that think that Gaslight is a punk rock band.
Yeah.
And they're there to mosh. And there are those who think that they're just kind of like a classic rock tribute band. And maybe you could argue they're a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what makes them somewhat that's what helps them be more contemporary, is that they're a little bit of both.
Yeah. Well, think about this. This just dawned on me. Last October, it was like our second or third show we went to. It was Thursday out of New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is a punk band, like much more of a punk band.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about where they came from.
Yeah,
like
so
what scene they came from.
When you compare Thursday to the Gaslight Anthem, they're not even in the same ballpark.
Those are two different worlds.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So
Yeah.
that tells you right there that even though they kind of are coming out of the same ecosystem, the same state, they're completely different bands, and you can't. I just don't think you can call Gaslight a punk band.
Yeah.
Thursday is a punk band.
Yeah.
Maybe a hardcore band. You know, the New Jersey hardcore
but
scene is huge.
An extension of punk, though.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, more so than
Mm-hmm.
what we saw tonight. And this is not a slam at all on Gaslight. Like, what they do is great, and I love their music.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not the right category.
Yeah, but because of that blurriness, because of that gray area, there were two worlds in that crowd, and that fight, I think, happens because one world expects that this experience is going to be like this.
Yeah.
It's going to be super chill.
This is going to be like Bruce Springsteen. I'm just going to stand here, and he's just going to entertain me.
And then the second that worldview gets crushed by literally like somebody physically crushing you, that'll set some people off.
Yeah. And that guy was pissed too. That old man was pissed.
Mm-hmm. So there was a couple things. It eventually smoothed itself out. I was in the pit for the last few songs, and it was very just pleasant, communal. It wasn't anything like a punk show.
Most pits are. I mean, the only pit that I thought was not really that communal was when I saw No Pressure. I mean, those guys were and it was more of a hardcore crowd, but they were there more or less to punch you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And but if you got knocked down, they would still pick you up, but you just have a black eye and they don't care at all.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think every other pit we've ever been to, it's been like, oh, somebody fell, you stop, pick them up and move on, which is the way it should be.
Oh,
but
I'm yet to be at a pit where anyone ever goes against that rule. That's like the accepted rule in all pits.
Yeah, but I think when I saw No Pressure, I think it was just different where there were people throwing fists and kicking and wanted to hurt people, but after they hurt you, then they would pick you up.
Yeah.
Where the other pits are, we're pushing around and like you might fall down and we're gonna pick you back up. But there was no intent to hurt.
Yeah. We're not escalating beyond pushing.
Right.
Pushing is pretty harmless altogether.
Right.
Maybe you'll get a bruise on your shoulder or something.
Yeah. So that's where I think the distinction is.
Yeah, makes sense. And those are not seeking those out. Though I was happy to satisfy some pit urges.
Yeah, you've been looking for a pit.
Yeah, no, I've been on a little bit of sabbatical.
Yeah,
haven't been to a concert in a month. So, you will say, huh?
I haven't seen you, man.
Whatever, dude.
I thought you died.
I'm back. And now I'm done. I'm exhausted.
No,
I don't think
now you're never coming back.
I don't think I'm coming back. They made me wait too long. Well, we were just crazy dehydrated.
Yeah,
Because we chugged coffee before we went.
Yeah, we needed because we're corpos and we work a real job.
Live off caffeine.
Yeah.
But then we went and slammed a bunch of pizza.
We went to Geraci's Pizza Shop, which is a super cool spot. Really near East 4th and the House of Blues downtown. It's totally retro. It looks like all the pizza places I used to go to when I was a kid. They had Pac-Man and the arcade, with the tabletop arcade games. They had, 90s Baywatch playing on the TVs around. So, they did it well. But, after having pizza and garlic bread knots and ranch dressing and a beer, that was not the best pre-show meal if we didn't want to be dehydrated.
And then the strongest vodka lemonade I think we've ever had.
Oh yeah, that dude, he treated us right.
He did.
I mean,
good guy.
Yeah,
good guy.
And
maybe bad guy actually.
Well,
man,
he did stop me from having a second one because I had a 16-ounce PBR at the restaurant, and then we had that double vodka lemonade, and I was like, I can't drink anymore, man.
No.
I saw him fill up the glass with Tito's, and by the way, vodka lemonades are the official drink of the Hold My Spot podcast.
Well, we walk in there,
if you didn't know that,
and I'm like, Tito's lemonade. He's like, gonna be pink lemonade.
And we're like,
buddy,
is there any other kind?
Buddy, I was gonna send it back if it was anything.
He's gonna throw this at the back of the bar.
Yeah.
So anyway, he fills that glass up at least halfway with vodka.
Hefty pour.
Yeah. And we thank him for it. Thank you for your service to the Hold My Spot podcast.
You're gracious.
It's appreciated.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah. You could be the official bartender of the Hold My Spot podcast.
I think you'd go for it.
So anyway, I drank that one, and it would have been the danger zone if I had another one.
We were already teetering.
Yeah.
And, I was about to fall into the danger zone.
Yeah.
And it shocked both of us. A lot of shocks. We were
I
shocked it was a pit. We were shocked we were drunk. We were shocked it was a punk band. We were shocked it was a ska band.
Yeah.
Everything
was
a
lot of shock.
Everything was miscategorized tonight. Everything shocked us. I'm real rusty.
Yeah.
Everything shocked
me. If you can't tell, Ethan's a little rusty.
I was surprised by everything.
Yeah. It's like you'd never been to a concert before. It's been so long.
I didn't know my way around. I held our spot the entire night because I didn't know I was frozen in time.
Yeah.
I can't move.
What else do we need to rate from this? So we did have a slight discussion beforehand in our teaser trailer of the podcast way back in January. We told you that we were going to rate everything A to Z, from the quality of the band members' beards to what they were wearing to the strength of the set list. And we really haven't covered a lot of that in our previous episodes. We haven't really talked about the aesthetics of the show.
How about we throw out some superlatives? I will give best cool. I'll give the cool guy award to the guitarist on the right for Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
I was like, where are you coming from? Everyone else looked 50.
Yeah.
He looked like a hired gun or something.
Yeah. Definitely had a good look. I mean, he was just there.
Because I can't give it to Brian.
I did appreciate the good mustache of the drummer. He had a solid mustache.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
You know what else? Catbite. The dude, the guitarist, the green hair, the Doc Martens, the white jeans. He had a good look.
Give him the green hair award.
Yeah. He
best green hair.
Yeah, he fit the bill for a ska band for sure.
The lead singer, Brittany Luna.
Yeah.
Best dancer.
Yeah, she has some good moves up there.
While Brian,
I believe it's called skanking.
Skanking.
When you dance to a ska band.
If only it was ska.
Yeah.
This is a tough one, but funny guy award, I got to give it to our boy Donnie Woods
Yeah.
He narrowly beats out Brian. They were both
They
hilarious.
were both hilarious.
But Donnie was special.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because like he didn't. Everybody was gonna laugh at everything Brian said because
Right,
like
'cause they were
everyone was there
there
to see Gaslight,
right.
and really they're there to see Brian. Like he
Right.
is Gaslight.
Right.
He's the star, despite not being the cool guy award. No, Donnie was hilarious. Other superlatives. Oh, I do have to ask, how'd you feel about the lighting? You're a big lighting guy.
Yeah, so I think it matters. I mean, the lighting was good. They were like these, probably a dozen of these, maybe 2-foot round lights that had like an outer ring and an inner ring, and they were able to interchange colors between them. And I thought that it was a really good look. It was cool with the big banner behind, with the state of New Jersey on it. The stage was set up well. They had some action figures out there. We think there was a Stone Cold Steve Austin. There were all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the other side.
Yeah.
So there were a couple little, little goodies out there.
That you remembered that intricate level of detail about the lights proves that you are in fact the lighting guy. They look, I guess they kind of did look like almost like eyeballs.
It matters. It leaves an impression
The
whether people realize it or not.
Yeah, they were cool. I remember what you're talking about now. That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Well, and the other thing too is they recorded some music video during the show, so you might see me in a Gaslight Anthem.
You were just rocking.
I was just standing there, bobbing my head like I always do.
But internally, you were just on fire.
Yeah.
You were just fucking like
in my head. I was commanding the dance floor in front of there, and just
you were. So that would mean by extension of commanding the dance floor, you commanded the fight to happen.
That's true. It was my fault. I instigated it.
The innovator of violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. Guess we're part of a music video.
Yeah.
New song called.
They'll cut my part. They'll cut our part though.
Little Fires.
Little Fires.
Little Fires.
Yeah, really good song.
They did it. They did a test run.
Yeah.
And they played it a second time, and then they had the camera woman filming it. They're made. They're made.
One camera.
They're made. There must have been maybe like cameras
couple stationary
up top.
ones.
There's a balcony at the House of Blues. So yeah.
There had to be a couple stationary ones, and then one on. I think they recorded both. One probably from looking at the stage, and then the second time through, they'll take the camera that was on the stage and mix it in. So I think that footage from both times they played the song will be in the one video. Little movie magic for you.
Yeah. Other superlatives.
That's Hollywood. That's
Hollywood, baby.
Yeah.
Don't we know it?
Yeah. So anyway,
worst anything?
No, there were no worsts.
Worst sound check.
Yeah, that was
Speed it up.
That was the longest.
You guys have been here before. Speed it up.
Maybe there was something going on with the music video or something, but yeah, I don't know.
Don't they know they operate on our schedule, Matt?
Yeah, really. I mean, it's excessive though. I mean, normally it's 20 to 30 minutes to change around to
and that's
a
fine.
set. Yeah, and that's normal. You have to. But 45 minutes to an hour,
right?
On a weeknight.
It's like, did a tower fall?
Come on, man.
Like, what is this? Like, what are we? Are we deliberating?
Yeah. So, what else? So pizza, best Vadi Lemon, for sure.
Man, it was sneaky.
Solid
I'll give it
pizza.
the reward for being the sneakiest Vadi Lemon. I thought on first sip, this is sugary.
Yeah.
This is gonna just be a sugar mess in my stomach.
Yeah, and it was.
The torpedo. It was a mess.
But it got the job done, which is really the most important thing.
Reward for best heartburn. Nipple level heartburn. Definitely had that going.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's just being old, though. I mean, we could have eaten anywhere. and you would have had that heartburn.
I don't know about that, man. We just slammed the pizza. That was thick slices. We found out what Cleveland style pizza was after decades of living here.
Yeah, didn't know there even was a Cleveland style pizza, and then Geraci's said they're Cleveland style, so we went. We had to try it. One bite, everybody knows the rules, right?
We should give each other an award for being the arbiters of what is and what is not punk.
Yeah,
I think
clearly we know.
I think we are the ones to draw the line.
Yeah.
Hey, you
there's
over
no
here
doubt.
and you over there.
Yeah.
Don't punch each other.
Yeah.
They punched each
Yeah.
other. He had to reach to punch him. It was
it was like
hey, come here. He
threw the punch and then like pushed into him.
Yeah.
But it was still a punch. My theory is most people can't throw a punch.
Was it really punch rock? I think it was
punch rock.
It was more like regatten. I don't know.
So so that's it.
What's next?
What's next? So I'm seeing Census Fail on Friday at the brand new Roxy in Lakewood, an extension of one of our favorite venues, May Halls, in the great turf wars of Cleveland music.
It'd be a good venue if they could figure out their New Year's Eve. With that worked out that playlist, a bunch of hacks.
Yeah, we gotta do a better job of checking out these parties because it was fine, but it wasn't great.
Wish there was like a way, like if they would just like make the playlist publicly available.
If you're gonna have,
let me know what we're gonna be working with.
We're kind of off on a tangent here, but if you're gonna have a VMA actually it was early 2000s themed VMAs music award themed New Year's Eve party, maybe your DJ should have been alive during that time period.
Maybe they shouldn't play Sexy Back, which came out in what, 2006?
Yeah, that was
almost 11:55.
Yeah, that was.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they didn't do a good job of engaging the crowd.
Hacks.
Yeah.
I will.
So, but anyway, I'm excited about checking out the Roxy. The pictures I've seen, it looks awesome. I've never done, well, actually, I can't say that. I've done a VIP ticket, but this is the first artist meet and greet I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to be able to do some arts and crafts with the band of Census Fail.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
Yeah, Matt tried to sign me up for arts and crafts.
Yeah,
and
I'm going solo, so...
I never liked arts and... I didn't like crafts as a kid, let alone with strangers. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, especially with people that are definitely more punk than me, like way more punk. I am the least.
I'm glad you can acknowledge that.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt.
Because we were debating who was more punk between you and Taylor Swift, and I gotta tell you, I was maybe leaning Tay-Tay.
No, there's no way. She's the epitome of anti-punk rock.
I don't know what she's doing, taking back her records. Kind of punk rock. That's kind of punk rock. Have you taken back your records lately?
Yeah, because I have so many records to take back. I don't know.
Have you ever even like taken jeans back to the jeans store? Come on, punk rock.
I'm really bad about making returns. Like I'll buy stuff and then like I just never.
I guess returns.
Back.
Honestly, returns not even the right analogy here. I messed that up. I don't know what the right analogy would be here, but. I'm about to think about this, but right now I think Taylor's in the lead. But we can maybe make a case for you.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I did see you at that Thursday show.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw you there.
Yeah, I was there.
I didn't see Taylor there, for the record.
No, I don't think she's ever seen
I didn't see everybody at that show, but I didn't see her there.
We'll know that she's punk rock when they do like a collaboration with Taylor Swift and Thursday.
Well, she collaborated with Fall Out Boy. They're punk, right?
When did she do a collaboration with Fall Out Boy?
Come on, man. This year.
This year?
Well, I don't want to get into the details, but a song came out this year for the first time that never been heard before. That was Taylor Swift and Fall Out Boy.
Well, yeah, you can see how in tune I am with that.
Man, she's just punk years ahead of you.
That's true. Yeah, what am I doing here?
Well,
but Taylor,
hopefully you survive arts and crafts in time for us to go back to our alma mater.
Oh man, this is
Saturday,
one heck of a week.
So you can wrap up your bender.
Yeah.
Here.
That's gonna be something.
I don't know what you're trying to prove to who, or what.
It's a race against myself. It's so that me in my advanced age that I can prove that I still have it.
I hope
and
that
I don't, but I'm trying to recapture
whoever the
it.
judge is will give you high marks for what you're doing this week, because it's ambitious.
It is ambitious, because then we turn around. It's a one-night blitz in Bowling Green, Ohio, Saturday night, and then we turn around. Got to leave Bowling Green at 7:30, 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we have to go. Not have to. It's a privilege and a pleasure to go tailgate before the Browns game.
But it is have to in the sense that like there's a sense of duty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it's a big deal.
We don't care that we have to wake up feeling rough.
Yeah.
Feeling, a little bit behind on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
We're gonna
just like
make
the
it up.
Browns. Oh. Yeah. Whoops. Little hate after last night.
That was your hate? I want to feel it more.
Yeah. Anyway, so a heck of a week, and then next week we are going to see Explosions in the Sky.
Yeah. Big vibes.
Yeah.
Big vibe night.
Yeah.
Instrumentals.
Yeah. I was digging them when I was listening to it the other day. It's going to be a fun show.
Yeah, I think so. Let's check it.
Shugazi.
Shugazi? Yeah.
Like Fugazi. Did you see that meme I told you?
Oh yeah, you want to make all the boys angry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. I was listening to their new album.
Yeah, I haven't checked the new album out yet, but
it's what you think it is.
Yeah,
it's just very pleasant,
good,
kind of epic instrumentals.
I'm down for it. Then I guess that's all we really need to segue into. I mean, we're already dragging on here.
We'll free these people back to their lives.
Yeah, but
I mean, if they stayed here long enough, then they may not be.
If you
free
made
at
it
all.
to 42 minutes, bravo!
You're being held captive by something.
You better subscribe.
There's a gun to your
since
head.
you're at this point. So
yeah,
hit that like button, subscribe.
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, and if you leave us a comment and you're in the Cleveland area and you're going to be at one of their next shows, come say hi. We definitely want to meet more people and have more people to go to shows with.
We won't reach punch you.
I will not reach punch you.
No, that would just strain our backs anyways.
Yeah, I know. We don't
nightmare.
want
My back is
a chiropractor.
Did we mention
afterwards?
How unconditioned our backs are right now? That middle of back soreness is so unreal right now.
Well, mine is more conditioned because I've been going to shows over the last 2 months.
I'm out of it.
This
is like when you try to run.
You're starting over.
That moment when you try to run after a few weeks of not running, that immediate cramp.
Yeah.
And also I'm speaking from experience of years ago running. I don't run anymore.
No.
But I just remember that feeling.
I have no interest in running.
That's what I went through tonight. My back.
I don't need to
just
pull a
not ready.
hamstring.
I sit in a chair all day like this. Like everybody.
Yeah.
And I type like
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't conditioned to be standing like that all day.
Yeah.
Sorry, okay, we'll send you off. You've got better things to do. No, actually, you don't.
Because if you made it to 42 minutes, you don't have anything
You really don't you?
But do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, maybe share this with somebody else that likes the Gaslight Anthem or is in the Cleveland area and wants
share
to hang out
with
us at
them
shows.
if you think it won't compromise your relationship with them. But I want you to use your discretion and use it wisely.
Yeah, and big thank you to my very special guest, Ethan. Thank you for coming on the show.
Hey, thanks for holding a spot for me.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime.
I'm getting used to this.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to be it. This has been the Hold My Spot podcast, and we'll see you at our next show.
Bye, guys and gals.
I got a strain.
Reach punch it. Reach punch it. Reach.